Party time.
It's a bit of a party anthem, this one.
But alcohol. Mind you, they're not Muslims, so they aren't allowed to drink.
It's like an Indian American pie, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going to get a Stifler come out in a minute.
But it's cool. It's nice to see them having fun and mucking about.
Do you think they actually do dance like that at a party?
What's that move?
Oh, was it a music video?
It's like us when we do the Macarena, we're like, yes, we know this.
That's true.
I'm gonna go to this party. I think I'd fit in. Bust out a dance move.
This is kind of like the Bollywood version of Project X.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, yeah.
But like more respectable
Yeah.
and not trashy.
Oh, we've got some drums.
This house party is cracking.
It's got everything.
Have you seen Project X?
No.
It's got nothing on that.
One of them just had a bottle in his hand. I wonder if that was alcohol or not.
Fairy lights.
She is teasing him, isn't she?
I reckon, right, that he loves her, or
Oh, really?
I reckon his brother loves her, but she loves him, but he actually likes men.
Spin the bottle. Love that game.
Or
They play spin the bottle.
Everyone loves spin the bottle out by.
I bet that's outrageous.
There's loads of different clips. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, what's going to happen?
I can't believe that. They play spin the bottle.
Oh, shit. Oh.
What did you think?
Really good party, good music. Couldn't quite see a film from it. I couldn't see a narrative, if you get what I mean.
It's really cool, and I want to go to that party.
I didn't quite get what was going on.
Interesting.
Looked like a good party and stuff.
Loved it. Fantastic.
You love everything.
It's like an Indian American pie. It's fantastic.
I like it. I quite want to see that film. Out of all the Indian things I've seen, I'd watch that.
Did it make you want to dance?
Yeah,
So,
it's sort of
yeah.
getting into it sort of thing.
It is infectious, as in you watch it, and I want to like wiggle my hip. I'd need a beer in me first, I think.
Yeah, all the time. I think there's something in Bollywood music that it has a beat, it has a rhythm, it really sort of gets me personally going. If it doesn't get other people going, then I seriously question their rhythm.
No, but I'll still have a little jig, but I wouldn't properly dance to that song.
Yeah, definitely. That's probably how I dance anyway.
What would you do to win over someone's affection?
Look over and just give them the wink. I'd just chat with them really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just talk to them and get to know them, I guess. Wouldn't do anything too fast. If that was the first time you ever met them, wouldn't know if they were a psychopath or anything.
You just got to butter them up and be really nice. You've got to make it noticeable that you're attracted to them, definitely. Because there's always a saying, treat them and keep them keen, but you need to keep them tagging along.
Drug them? I'd probably be myself, but I'd probably be a bit weird, so.
Tried to be yourself or whatever, but...
Whatever.
Star in a YouTube video, look gorgeous.
Oh, Cindy. When I met my wife for the first time, that's how I got her. I threw a sausage. We were at a barbecue in Common, where we live. I threw a sausage about 10 foot in the air, caught it with a pair of tongs.
You've got to have humour. Humour is important in a relationship. And I think there's too many people these days that are just ticking boxes. What I mean by that is that you've got to have a girlfriend, you've got to have a boyfriend, you've got to be in a relationship, you've got to be seen to your friends to be in a relationship. So that's what I mean by a tick box exercise. And then the next stage is, oh, all my friends are getting married, so I've got to get married, I've got to find someone. And then, oh, they're having babies, now I've got to have babies, you know? And I find it sad how people are just doing these things just as the tick box exercise. And I think a real sort of relationship is someone who you get on with, that you're friends with, you know. And I always say that a relationship is a peak of a friendship. If you haven't got that friendship to win someone over, then just don't do it.
I just wouldn't bother because there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Do you think many people who appear perfect on the outside have problems hidden within?
Yeah, have you not heard Britney Spears' Lucky? That whole story is about how people think, oh my god, she's amazing, she's got everything she wants. But it's not all what it cracks up to be. And there's so many famous people that go through a really rough time, like look at Macaulay Culkin, Robin Williams, for example, as well. Like, you look at him, he's a comedian, he makes so many people laugh. But yet he was at such a low point that he decided to end it all. And it goes to show, like, fame and money isn't everything.
Can you be perfect on the outside?
No one, every family and every person hides a lot of stuff. I think the more confident and outward you are, the more problems you've got.
I'd like to think so, just to make myself feel better.
Might be a bit deep now, but depression, they're all happy and they're all really, really, you know, bubbly on the outside. But they can be depressed. And it's a sad state of affairs where people really, really try and be happy, you know, to, once again, their friends, you know. You've got to always be appearing as happy, busy, you know, you've got to be one of those people, but inside they could be broken.
Finally, how can we live a simpler life in a complex world?
Take each day at a time.
I think you just have to disconnect. Live more outside and like do more outside.
Hug some more trees.
You just have to like put your life in perspective. You can't want everything, and you have to realise that famous people are famous and like it doesn't matter, and you don't need all this money, and you just have to like be comfortable with yourself, and then you live a simpler life.
I recently came back from a country park, Exmoor, and we went to a few villages, and there were quite a lot of people that would just mind their own business, you know, getting on with life. It was in a village, you were working down a shop or you know, that is a simple life. As opposed to someone, a city worker in London, rushing around stressed. I was on the tube the other day and I noticed this guy was on his laptop at like, it must be about 9-10 o'clock at night. He was still in his work clothes, he was cracking on with work, and then he just towards the end of the journey had to close his laptop and fall asleep. What life is that? Yeah? As opposed to a week before where I was in Devon, just seeing people, village life, you know, and them getting on with their business. And to see that, it's two different worlds.
Chill.
Be alone by yourself and enjoy your own company as well. Yeah, you definitely need to cut off from everything, just have little breaks and stuff.
If you enjoyed watching us watching Bollywood, then hit like below.
And subscribe. And if you've got any other films you want us to watch, chuck them in the comments section.
Namaste.
Very over the top.
So it is a music video.
I like the colours though.
It's funky.
Does it snow in India?
The head movement.